What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I don't buy new cars very often. As you can tell, I've only had a couple in my possession, but whenever I do get something that is especially used and fairly older, I do like to go through and just make sure she is good to go. And one of those things is changing the oil, which we have right here. New oil filter as well, of course. And something I don't have today but I am going to get later is new spark plugs and training fluid. There's a back order right now of Motul 300 gear fluid, so I'm not gonna be getting that. I just asked for the next best thing. By the way, I got everything from Barn Built. They're pretty local to me, so just after work I can go and get it. So I'm waiting on them to get the sparks and the training fluid and rear diff, and I'll go ahead and change that. But for now, we're gonna do the oil change, and then hopefully within a week or so I'll swap out the spark plugs and the training fluid. Again, guys, this is the daily. I'm not gonna be doing anything crazy, but as you can see, I've cleaned her up a bit, made her a little bit more fun. Really, with this car, I just kind of want to keep her clean, make her reliable, and not have to worry about it. But I do want to find an exhaust. So if anyone has an exhaust for this car that's used, I don't want something brand new. But if you have something that's used that's like a nice sound, I don't want something like crazy like the SKI. I want something a little more low key. Shoot me a message. I am interested. Let's go ahead, check up the car, get this oil change done. I don't know if you can see me. I think you can see me. Am I in shot? Don't move it. Just am I in shot?
Yes, you're in shot.
Am I good?
You're good.
Can you see this?
Yes, babe.
Okay, cool. I recommend using these like jack stand. I don't know what you even call it. It's like some rubber. It's some rubber thing. It's some rubber thing that goes on like the jack stand. Basically, it just helps protect your pinch welds. I got them from AliExpress, like really cheap, like maybe $5. I'll link it in the description. I highly recommend these.
I feel like they're called rubber caps or something.
Rubber caps? I don't know. We're gonna call them rubber jack stand caps. I don't know what they are, but they're a good investment. I hope you guys can see this, but essentially it just kind of sits on your jack stand right there and it protects your pinch weld so you don't destroy them. Really useful.
What?
This dog, man. Give it a week or so. I'm gonna pick up the spark plugs, the gear oil, and I would also like to clean that intake right there. It's never been done, or at least it hasn't been done in a long time. So I'd like to clean that up. So I'll be back when I can do all that. As you could tell, I've been putting off doing the spark plugs and the gear oil, so it's biting me in the ass. Yeah, yesterday, car started to act up weird. She stalled out. I don't know what that's all about, but she stalled out when I got home. Airbag light came on, stalled out. When I was trying to reverse her, she was like bogging out, like shaking. And then even idle was very rough. So I'm gonna go ahead and swap these spark plugs and hope it fixes our issues. I really don't want to have issues on this car. I've been putting this off. I said I needed to do it and I was gonna do it, so let's just go and do it and get it done. I'm not gonna film this process step by step. I'm just gonna bang it out because I am literally freezing. So that is the number for it if you're interested. I believe they come pre-gapped, but I'm gonna double check the gapping anyways. And I have like a gapping tool here. It's probably not the best thing out in the market, but it worked for me in the past. Everyone says for the 06 Legacy, do 0.039 to a 0.043. So I'm gonna go for a 0.040. Since we got to take the air filter out, I'm gonna go ahead, give it a cleaning. Never use this stuff, but can't see it being too hard. Also, the other day I cleaned up the CSF radiator. The sticker's all messed up. I wouldn't mind getting a new one of those. But my plan in the summer is to swap this out into the STI, just because I feel like the Legacy won't really benefit from it since it's always cold whenever I'm going to drive it. So I'm thinking that we'll go on the STI in the future. But I'm going to go ahead, bang this out so I can get this car running, hopefully good, and I can get to work later today. These were definitely ready to go, as you could tell. I don't know the last time they've been done, but happy to see we're putting new ones in. So hopefully that's the cause for the rough idle on startup and just randomly starting yesterday. So that was passenger side 1 and 3, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Hopefully replacing these will fix the rough idle. That's just, you know, that's pretty bad. So I'll go ahead, gap the new ones, throw them in. This sucks. It's freezing cold. I can't remember if you could put anti-seize on these or not, so I'm going to do a quick Google and see if I can or not. All right, spark plugs are finally in. They're all gapped. The air filter has been cleaned using the air filter cleaner, even though this is still not the cleanest. It's better than what it was, I guess. Gonna go ahead, assemble the car all back together, throw the filter back in. But before I do that, there's some filter oil you put on it. So just put like an even coat on it, call it a day. And then I guess we'll do first startup. And that's all the sparks, if anyone was curious as to what they look like. I would say these were well overdue. Off the bat, she feels a lot smoother, I do have to say. Idle seems good, so hopefully it was just the spark plugs. It feels healthy. It kind of feels like the STI. Last time she was a little sketchy. I didn't really trust her 100%, and after seeing the spark plugs, I completely understand why. It's a blessing and a curse working on a car that has been oil sprayed. My hands are completely filthy. This jacket was clean when I put it on. Well, it snowed. Yeah, last night it got too dark, too cold, and my phone died. So I'd like to finish up this cabin filter today, so I can get to work. Gear oil, I don't know when I'm doing it. Possibly this weekend. We'll see. I'm not really looking forward to doing it into the cold, but I'd rather do it sooner than later because it's only going to get colder and I need it done. Yeah. Something was living in there. Oh, great. Alright guys, I am an idiot. I went to go return the filter and realized it's an engine filter, not a cabin filter. But I got the proper filter now. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it in. I don't have my stand or nothing, so I don't know if I'll really be able to film this, but it's pretty easy. Look at that. This one actually fits. Okay guys, I've stopped putting it off. I am doing the gear oil. I just started draining it, so I kind of went ahead and just kind of took the car apart just to speed up the process. I just literally drained it, and the gear oil is like brand new. You can't tell on this, but the socket I'm using, it's a T70 if you're wondering. Let me just show you the oil. It's brand new. Plug though, it does have some metal on it, as you can see. Yeah, that's not that great. I don't know, maybe that's just anti-seize, to be honest. The oil, it's still draining. Do you want to say hi? Kyle's here once again.
What's up?
Got
my tires done.
Yeah, he did his tires. The guy drove all the way from Brampton to come do his tires. That's wild. But you know, I guess he's cheap. I don't know.
Yes.
Basically, I'm on the fence of even just putting this oil back in because it's like brand new oil. Like, is that wrong? Is it wrong if I do that?
Yes.
Yes. I don't know, man. I dropped my heating pack. Now it's cold. And it's gross.
Yeah.
There was some bits of metal. I went ahead, cleaned it up. So because of that, I think I'm just gonna put new oil. Also, Kyle kind of convinced me. The cheap ass part of me wants to just put it back in, but this guy convinced me. I have it, might as well use it. I probably won't even use the gear oil I have on the STI just because the STI used a little bit of a different one. And by rights, the Motul I have, it's not the right one. It's just what you can get. You're supposed to use like Motul 300 or something. I don't know. Gear 300, I don't know what it is. I was told that's what I should use, and right now it's not in stock anywhere for like months. So we're gonna use that. All right, so this is the fluid. As you can see, like, it's obviously used, but it's still pretty new. I'm gonna go ahead and just put new stuff in just because I don't know what's in there. Like, it might be good. Like, there might be good fluid in there, just I don't know. I have the upgraded Grimspeed top mount intercooler. So basically, I don't want to take it all off. So I just undid the coupler here. And there's a 12 mil bolt on the back and one also in the front right there. Loosen it up, and I shoved the funnel in there. There's usually a little handle right there that you would use to check the oil level. Let me fill it up and call it a day. Apparently this has 1.05 US quarts. I'm gonna throw 3 of these in and then check the level, see how it is. You like that squirt? Number 2 down the hatch. You want to like that or more like?
Oh no, that was great.
That was great?
Yeah.
All right. Look at that distance, bro. It's killing my arm. Third one's the charm.
Was the third time the charm?
No. You can put a little more. We're at 208,228 kilometers. So if I need to do another change later on, I know what we were at and when I can do another one. So guys, I was just editing the footage to have a video for you guys. I've been very far behind. I'm aware. I have a lot of videos already recorded and I just need to find the time to edit them and get them out. That's why I kind of have delays in videos, or you might see like I'm just uploading Halloween footage in the background. It's just because I haven't had the time to edit it and upload it. I did go ahead. I changed the gear fluid in the rear of the Legacy. I was with my buddy Kyle and we did the transmission. And when I was recording that video, I was comparing the gear fluid to engine oil, like used engine oil. So that's why I was like, oh, this stuff is brand new. I do a lot of oil changes, not a lot of transmission fluid changes. And to be honest, this will be my second time doing it ever in my life. So it was my mistake. I'm sure a few of you were yelling at the screen, being like, it's used, but all good. I don't know the last time it was changed. It might have been recently, but I'm just happy to have the new fluid in there. I was expecting black liquid coming out of there, comparing it to used engine oil with the carbon mixing in with the oil and making it black. So that was my bad, is what it is. I did check the fluid afterwards and was like, oh, you know what? That's actually pretty used. I just want to put that out. It was my error. I just want to make it clear, and everything was changed. So don't freak out, guys. It was all done. I'm learning. I haven't done a lot of the stuff that you see me do. So you know, step by step, figure it out. Another thing is the footage of changing the rear diff. I lost it. I don't know where it is. Unfortunately, I don't have footage for that. I do have to do the gear oil on the STI and the engine oil on the STI, so we'll probably do a full video of that in the future. Do a little more in-depth. I've done engine oil video, so I'm not really going to focus on that too much. More just the gear fluid this time around. So that will be in the future, guys. But for now, that is it. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Please feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and take it easy.